Hey there, it's Tim from Protest the Hero. You're watching Pure Grain Audio, and this is
Metal or Not.
So I'd like to preface this, even though I may have a massive beard, I am the least metal person out there. So people might think I'm metal, but I would say I'm not. Yeah, I think bubble baths are pretty metal. Getting naked, putting some scented candles, maybe some rose petals, and just hopping in a hot tub. To me, that's metal. Yeah, I guess condoms aren't metal. They're actually latex. But, bad joke. But I guess if you want to be a badass metal guy, you gotta go no rubber. Yeah, I think yoga's metal. Anyone, if you've never ever tried it, I actually have. And watching people contort their bodies the way that they do, that's badass. So, metal. I think public transportation is the closest thing to a mosh pit if you're in Toronto at rush hour. People are forcing their way in the door, acting like complete imbeciles and just fighting their way. So to me, that's metal. I don't think ice cream's metal. It's delicious. It'll make you a big fat metal dude. But I think froyo is more metal than ice cream. Giving birth is 100% metal. I just witnessed my wife go through it, and it was 48 hours of labor to end with me sitting in the room while she had a C-section. So seeing all the blood flying around and that, I don't understand how women do that. But that's metal as fuck. Yeah, well, it involves metal. So, yeah, definitely, collecting something and heating it up to a very high temperature and melting it down. That seems pretty metal to me. Haven't given Star Wars the time of day. I watched it when I was a kid. I'm very influenced by my other bandmates are huge Trekkers. So they push Star Trek and they, boo Star Wars. Well, actually, I had an incident with a selfie stick where I saw someone in the audience filming and I took it from him, brought it up on stage, and as I went to hand it back to him, I did a front flip off the stage and fell on my back. So my experience with selfie sticks was pretty metal. Fedoras aren't metal. I think one aspect of metal is about not caring about how you look and looking like a badass. So fedora is a little too well put together or maintained. Yeah, safety goggles are pretty metal because you're probably doing something badass if you have to wear them. So whether you're shredding up metal or getting sprayed in the face with champagne, safety goggles are pretty metal. I guess Vikings would be a genre of metal, Viking metal. I know their history is pretty brutal and bloody, and I know even the Norwegians aren't too proud about that history, but, beards, long hair, and drinking beer out of animal horns is the definition of Viking metal. As far as sports go, hockey is a more metal sport because dudes are punching each other on skates. It's like boxing on ice. So it's pretty tough. You got to be a pretty, big, strong dude. And I'm not a hockey player. I don't follow it, but I'd say it's metal. I don't think internet dating is metal. I think you're hiding behind a screen and you're doing all the socializing before. So I think if you want to be metal, let's go out there and walk up to a pretty girl at the bar and introduce yourself and buy her a drink or whatever. But that to me is metal. So online dating. That's just bad news. I don't think it's metal. It makes it too easy. Metal's all about doing things yourself and, you know, I don't know, having a burger handed to you out a window while you're sitting in a car is anything but metal.
Metal or not.